What are your memories of your first visit to Dubai?
Well, actually, I came relatively late in my life to Dubai. We're now celebrating our 10 years anniversary here in Dubai. And I think it's something where, you know, from the very beginning, it's a super dynamic place to be, no doubt. I mean, a lot of stuff has happened in Dubai and the region. I'm quite impressed with how you know, this place came out of almost a desert ground not that many years ago. It's also really many cultures and many people meeting in this place, and I think that's quite unique actually, and clearly there's a lot of stuff going on. So I think it's a very dynamic place. It's also a more accessible place in the Middle East. So if you want to be in the Middle East, which I think is going to be very, very important, well, Dubai is not a bad place, because also there's been a lot of focus on the financial regulation. Mm-hmm. There's been a lot of focus on trying to attract proper players and create a level playing field for operating businesses here. To me and Saxo, this is a very, very interesting place to be.
Dubai has been a safe haven for investors across the region, especially when the Arab Spring kicked off in 2011. A lot has changed since. When you look at the capital flows that come in and out of Dubai, what are the bigger trends here?
Well, I think it's of course there's a lot of local business opportunities here as well, because Middle East is a very rich area in many capacities, obviously due to oil and so forth. I think again when you know, capital flows becomes of in a modern financial institution and the modern world we live in, compliance, know your money, source of funds, stuff like that is very, 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 very important. And that also means that there are lots of potential business opportunities that we can't even approach, simply because the need for documentation is substantial. Right? So I think it's of course completely legitimate to have a wish to kind of say, well, you want to park your wealth in a place where you feel comfortable that it's going to stay there, and of course we're very, very happy to be able to participate there. At the same time, we're not a traditional savings bank. We are really focused on investments. Hence, you know, when you want to have that approach to this and you want to have a global investment portfolio or trading, I think we very much support that. I think also seen from Dubai's point of view, I think these capital flows, it is really sensitive to ensure that it's the right ones, right? Because otherwise it can undermine the whole credibility about the whole region. But at the same time, it has grown as a trading hub, it has grown as a financial center, and I think that relevance will only continue going forward, because we are living in a fragmented world where I think that there's a very specific need to have places like Dubai that can cater well for investors and traders.
So where does Dubai and the region actually rank in the company's priority list?
Well, actually, we see this as a huge opportunity. We have had, since we started the office, we actually have had very good growth rates here. I think it's fair to say also that we at periods have less than optimal management here. I think we fixed that now, and it's a very, very prominent market, and also we are seeing a lot of interesting clients coming in, partners coming in. And I think it's as relevant here as anywhere else to come out with a global multi-asset solution for traders and investors. We see a lot of interest here, so it's actually ranking very high. And we just moved into a new office here. We see lots of opportunities here, but we're here for the long term. We've been here for 10 years now, and I'm sure that the next 10 years will prove to be equally interesting for Saxo Bank.